Before you sell one more batch of cookies, cakes, and brownies in New Jersey, here's the overview of the Cottage Food Permit, what it is, and where to find the official rules. Come with me. The New Jersey Cottage Food Permit allows you to sell certain shelf-stable foods made in your kitchen without using a commercial kitchen as long as you know how to follow the rules. Think green light, many shelf-stable products like baked goods or packaged foods, and think red light is anything that needs refrigeration and is of high risk. Don't guess. Use the approved and prohibited tabs on the NJ DOH website to make sure that your product is good to sell. How the process works. You've submitted the fee. You've completed the application along with the required documentation. You submit and it goes into review. Apply early if you want to hit the market season. All right, y'all. This is my second video and this is a process. I know you're probably looking at it, or maybe it's just me looking at it like, girl, what are you doing? But I know that I will get better. I will keep going. So what I want to do now is take you to the New Jersey Cottage Food website just so you can see the information that's there, what it offers, how to navigate it. Let's get into it. So I'm at my browser and I'm going to go ahead and type in New Jersey Cottage Food Operator Permit. You'll see search results coming up, food, cottage food, food law, but you're going to go ahead and click that link for cottage food operator permit. That is going to take you to the Department of Health cottage food website. And again, this is for the state of New Jersey. So we're going to go ahead and click the link to get started. That's just going to move us further down the page. We'll see the approved food list, review all requirements, and start your application. But let's go ahead back over to See Approved Food List. When we click this, this is going to take us to a basic guide of the foods that are permitted to be made and sold from your home. So we'll see baked goods, we'll see candy, chocolate, dry fruit, we'll see roasted coffee and dried tea. But if you scroll down a little further, you'll get a better detailed list of what you can sell within these categories. So you have for baked goods, bread, rolls, and cakes, but you can't sell cheesecake, French toast, pancakes, or waffles. Candy, brittle toffee, or bark. You can't sell cotton candy that is made or spun on site. Same thing for chocolate covered nuts and dried fruit. As you go down, it will give you a detailed guide again of what you can or cannot sell. And I think this is a wonderful guide because it helps you narrow down the products that you can make and sell again from your home. And it will help you plan your menu before you even get started. Okay, let's jump over to the requirements. Zoning board approval. So, where you live, you may have to register for a home occupation permit. That would be second to the cottage food permit, and you have to check with your township. Food Protection Manager certification. This is very important. This is the longest step in the process. So, you'll want to check the information on the website for that. Proof of water potability, very important because you have to prove that you have safe drinking water coming into your home, whether it's through the municipality or well water, and then you'll be ready for the cottage food permit application. But there is a fee that you will have to pay, and you can do that online. So let's go ahead and jump over and see what you have to pay and how. So here is the information. This is a $100 fee. Uh, it is non-refundable. So if you apply and your permit is denied, you will not be given back that $100, but you can go ahead and pay it online through debit and credit. Once you make that payment, you'll get a confirmation number and you'll put that on your application. So let's jump over to the information for the Food Protection Manager certification. This is the longest step in the process, I think. And for anyone who is in charge of preparing food, whether you work at a restaurant or whether you're preparing food at home, in the state of New Jersey, you are required to have a food protection manager certification. This is going to help you keep your home sanitized, keep your food protected, and avoid getting anyone sick from, the food that you sell. At the bottom here, you'll see they list organizations that you can go through in order to take this course. This is what I did when I first applied. I had a very successful exam, and I actually had to take it again months later when I entered culinary school with a different organization. So it is very important that you begin this whole application process by scheduling, paying for taking your food protection manager certification course. Let's now look at the application. This is page 1 of 3. I highly recommend that you read the application in its entirety at least 2 to 3 times because you don't want to be denied because you haven't put in the correct information or you missed something. Let's just jump to section 1, payment confirmation number. This is the number that you'll get once you make that online payment. But if you're completing the application and sending in a paper copy, you'll enter in your check or your money order number. Type of request. Are you requesting a new permit or renewal? Then you'll go down to section 2, include your basic information, and then section 3, where you put your product type, your product name, and whether the product has allergens, milk, tree nuts, eggs, wheat. You'll have to do this for every product that you intend to sell. Let's jump to page number 2. Section 4, applicant representations and certification. Very important page. Take your time to read it through. Once you have read it through and checked off the appropriate box and signed, this is a binding agreement. So you have, for instance, your facility requirements. All cottage food products are prepared in the private kitchen within my home. For instance, limitations. No infants, children, and pets should be in the kitchen. No smoking. No ill food workers. So, basic information, but take your time to read it through. Once again, it's a binding agreement. You don't want to lose your permit for not being accountable, for not following the policies and procedures set out. You could be reported. You could even get someone sick with your food. So look at this as a guideline, as a starting point. All right. So the last step in this process is to complete the product questionnaire. Go from 1 through 7. Be very detailed. Do not miss a beat. This is very important. Then, once you've completed that, you're now ready to submit your application. I'm very excited for you to get to this point. It takes about 12 to 16 weeks for it to be reviewed, but if you have any questions or you just want to know the status, you can always email them. I have found that they are very responsive. So, while I continue to take you around the website, let me stop and tell you about a very special thing. If you are a free subscriber to Flower and Growth on Substack, you will have available to you a downloadable checklist that will help you with your New Jersey Cottage Food Permit application from beginning to end. It has a sample label for you. It has the links that you need. You can take it anywhere. It is very organized and you can check off your boxes as you go. For free subscribers, don't hesitate. It will end on March the 31st. Thank you. Until the next video. Peace. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and share. For more cottage food resources, join Flower and Growth on Substack.